Welcome to Exploring Blue Sky, a Hub online network production. I'm your host, Dana Foster. Exploring Blue Sky is a new magazine-style docu-series featuring stories and interviews in Blue Sky Country. From inspiring to heartwarming, educational, and adventurous, we explore topics and stories in our local area on business, economy, Indigenous and local cultures, heritage, history, and tourism, and sports and adventures. On today's episode, we check out a local thrift store in Ashcroft. We explore the history of historic Hat Creek Ranch, and then we head over to the Indigenous sites to learn about cultural practices of the Indigenous people. And lastly, we stop by the hockey charity game and see what the firefighters and RCMP were up to. Join me now as we head over to the Ashcroft and District Healthcare Auxiliary Thrift Store and learn about the history of the store and what great things they have to offer. And we're back here on Exploring Blue Sky. I'm Dana Foster, and we are here at the Ashcroft and District Healthcare Auxiliary Thrift Store. That is quite a mouthful. How do you answer the phone with that name?
We just say the letters.
Yeah.
In there, or we just say the Ashcroft Thrift Store.
Oh, that's smart.
Just to shorten it up.
All right. Yeah. All right. So can you tell us how the thrift store got started?
It got started right here in this building. It used to be called the Lady Mental Hospital. In 1913 is when the ladies decided to start the auxiliary there to help out the needy. Out here, just the same thing as we're doing now, helping out. And also their first function was a dance. They had a dance at the Ashcroft Community Hall, and it was full, and it was the best dance that they ever held out here, like in Ashcroft history apparently at that time. And it was filled right to capacity, and they generated $450 for that function.
In what year?
And that was in 1913.
Oh wow, 1930. There's a lot of history here. Oh.
1913.
1913.
Yes.
Okay, well that's still quite a while ago. All volunteer members work as a team, and the donations to the thrift store come from people within and the surrounding areas of the community. The donated items have helped people during the 2017 and 2018 fires. Household items are always accepted and can be dropped off at the center or at the donation bin outside of the thrift store. You're actually actively helping the people within our communities and with our area as well. You're not taking too much profit from the items that you, or does 100% go to everybody?
All we keep of the money that generated out here for ourselves is the running expenses and for emergencies, and everything else, because it comes from the public, more or less goes to the public, and also like to the Kamloops Hospital, this hospital, and different foundations that we go through. Like we had the poster here. It was too bad we didn't have a bag here, so you can have it visual on here where all the money goes to. But all the money is gone to good causes.
All right. I know I've been here a few times, and it's always really busy and lots of great items to get. What do you love about volunteering here?
Well, I'll tell you a little story about myself. When I first started here, the girls needed help lifting heavy boxes.
So you volunteered for the girls?
Yes, so I volunteered to help them out here. As time went out, I really liked what was happening in here. And they were always looking for somebody to go on the executive, because nobody really wants to go on the executive part of it. So I volunteered. And before I knew it, I ended up being a vice president and a daily rep. Like Bernice there is our coordinator. What she does is she coordinates the people in the back and what their job is and what they're going to be doing and stuff like that and helping out. Daily reps works with the coordinators, and as we always work with the president steps in or whatever to help us out, and we decide what's going to be on sale, or if we're going to have bags a day or just going to be regular sales on there, and then we post it on the internet.
All right. And do you guys need more volunteers or anything like that?
We always need volunteers.
All right.
Volunteers are hard to come by.
The purpose of their constitutions is to add to the comfort and welfare of hospital patients and to residents, and to raise funds for healthcare purposes, and to participate in activities designed to promote the general health of the community. If you're interested in volunteering, you can go to 601 Bancroft Street to the Ashcroft District Healthcare Auxiliary Thrift Store, located in the back of the Ashcroft Village office. All right. Thank you so much for joining us here and sharing all your information about the thrift store here in Ashcroft. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, and also if you wanted to go, people want to go to the hospital, we have a history there on a poster.
Oh.
We have a showcase, we have a showcase over here, we have one over there. And we also have a closet over there for the residents in case they come in and they don't have any clothes as well to help them out.
All right. Well, we'll go check that out. We'll have more interviews from the volunteers of the thrift store in another episode of Exploring BlueSky Country. Historic Hat Creek Ranch is located on one of the few sections of the original Caribou Wagon Road still accessible to the public. The ranch is situated at the intersection of Highway 99 and 97C north of Cache Creek. Now, let's head over to the historic Hat Creek Ranch where we visited this summer. On today's episode, we are here taking a tour of the historic Hat Creek. Come with me. Alright. So how long have you been here though?
I've been here since April. I was brought on as a new program director.
Yeah.
And I'm directly in charge of the Roadhouse as well as working with my colleague over at the native site in coordinating educational programs and going through with the tours and so on and organizing the stuff as well.
All right, well, let's check it out. Thank you.
So this building was built in 1860 by a Scottish immigrant who was previously working for the Hudson's Bay Company named Donald McLean.
Yeah.
And then from there, it started operations in 1861. And then as time went on, the building progressed. It actually just started. Turn off my speed car radio.
It was it just this part that was built, or was the whole entire?
No, it was a log cabin.
Okay.
And so you can actually see here, we have some diagrams here.
All right.
With how the building has progressed. And so it was just one big room. It was 22 feet wide and 55 feet long. And it was only one story. And it was a dirt floor and then one door, maybe two windows. And that's all that there was to this building at first. And then in the 1870s is when the wooden floor was put in, the sidings were put on, and the different walls were built. And also the second story where all the actual hotel rooms were built. But yeah, and so yes, and that's it. And it's the reason that it's been preserved so well is actually primarily because of the climate here.
Yeah.
If this building was down closer to the coast, it would have rotted away a long time ago because of all the wood. But because we're in such a dry climate, the wood preserves very well.
Yeah.
And so, and then with that, with this building, we preserve the building. We do not have any intentions to restore the building. We just want to keep it in the condition that it is in now. Corporation, which
I can find gold.
you might be able to. If you, so what you'll do is what you want to do is you want to dig down in the corners or by the sides to find the gold. And then you'll just put the pan just underneath the water and give it a few swishes and then bring it up to the front. Get the lighter stuff out. And then the hard part, which is panning out the gold just like that. And then see what I found. And I have not found gold, but I have some fool's gold in my plate.
Oh.
Here.
So in the corner?
Yeah, in the corner along the edges.
Take it.
Yep. what you'll want to do actually is you'll just want to put it just underneath the water first, flat, and give it in a circle motion. Yeah, just like that. And then tilt it away from you as you're swishing it. So, yeah, just like that. And then once you got everything up to the front, then you can start to shake it to go with the lip just inside the water and shake back and forth just like that. Yeah. And then you want to just get and you're getting the lighter, bigger stuff out because gold is theoretically the heaviest thing in the pan. And then what you'll do at this point, now you got enough that you can do the next step. And so the easiest way to do it will be to have your elbows right at your body.
Yeah.
And then at a very steep angle, and you're gonna just go with your pan like that, and up and let the water do the work. Yeah, at a bit steeper of an angle. Yeah.
I'm scared my gold's gonna go out.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the risk. So now what we got here, so we have enough, so if you wanna just give it a quick swish around, and spread everything. No, just you got enough water in there that you can just swish it around. And we'll see what you can find. If you have anything.
Rock.
Yeah, you got some specks of. Yeah, you got some specks of fool's gold.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but I will show you what gold, and so that's what real gold looks like compared to
this is real gold.
That is real gold.
That's cool. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, no, I will need that. Yeah, it is preserved. There has been a little bit of restoration work done on the upholstery.
Yeah.
But aside from that, it has been kept in its original condition.
How far would they travel in this?
They would travel at around, they would be going at about 7 kilometers an hour. And they would travel 700 kilometers between Fort Yale and Barkerville.
That'd be so painful.
Yeah, and
I love it actually. Those are my best days. Yeah, when I get to bake and tell guests about the recipes and
What do you make? So because he was talking about how. Oh, that's what I was talking about. One of those music things. Did that work?
It used to. The motor is in the process of being repaired.
Yeah, the one in Clinton.
Yes.
That one worked.
Oh, cool.
So go check out the museum. The lady there, she's super cool. She knows all the different stories in the family. But anyway, so do you make the actual foods that was made back?
Yeah, I have a sugar cookie recipe that I use. That's from the 1800s.
Yeah.
And we do scones, biscuits. Those have been around forever.
Just little wall hooks for your kitchen or whatever around your door. Just fancy little decorative hooks.
So the blacksmith here at Hat Creek would have been here working and living for all the people that come in?
Yeah, he would work with, anybody could bring work in and do their repairs on their wagons or horseshoes, you know, whatever, that kind of agricultural equipment. Around the ranch stuff, door hinges, many different things, cutlery even, like we made cutlery here.
Yeah.
Pretty much anything you'd need that was made out of metal you get from the blacksmith.
How do you make it?
Well, you have to get some material, steel of course, and then you need your pole.
Yeah.
And then when you, when you need to, now we're going to put a hook on this one.
Yeah.
It's, you always start with a point. It's a little bit more aesthetically appealing. What I'm doing here is just drawing out the metal. It makes it a little bit, it doesn't waste metal. Like back then, you know, nowadays we grind it off.
Yeah. The historic Hat Creek Ranch is located on one of the original caribou wagon roads and is still accessible by the public. What a great location, and you too can explore this era through the exhibits and special interpretive activities presented by the great staff of Hat Creek Ranch. The 2020 year opens from May 1st and runs to April 30th. The Indigenous Interpretation Site is a great place to start your visit. Long before fur traders, gold rush miners, ranchers, and settlers arrived in the valley, people of the Shuswap Nation followed a nomadic lifestyle. Indigenous people from the Bonaparte Reserve have reconstructed traditional shelters, hunting and fishing gear, cook pits, and many other items that you would find in a Shuswap village You also have a rare opportunity to see an actual Kukuli Pit, half built above and half under the ground. I chatted with one of the interpreters that showed us the crafts, tools, and technologies of a self-sufficient culture. One of the really interesting spots here at the historic Hat Creek is the Indigenous site. We're going to take a tour and check out all the traditional ways that they lived and how they ate and how they smoked food and lived.
So did you use this lodge as more of a spiritual meditation place? Or
I don't know about meditation. We went in there and we prayed. We cleansed our soul, our body, our mind, like for healing purposes, I guess, yeah. So the dome would be covered with a lot of boughs, a lot of fir as well, and the entrance would actually be a lot smaller. So anything to kind of keep your feet inside. So we use lava rocks, and we have them in a fire out here. Once those rocks are hot, you place them inside, and then everyone sits around the pit, close the door, and you pour the water on, and that's when we start praying.
and there is a like, would you do men and women, or is it all men and women and children, or
It would be men, and then the women and the girls would have their own.
separate?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's 4 rounds to that, so you're in there for, I guess, however long it takes for everyone to pray, each individual, and then you come out, you jump in the water or in the snow, and then you hop back in there and add more rocks to each round. So it gets hotter.
Can you pray aloud, or?
Yeah, you can pray out loud, or you can pray in your mind. It all just kind of varies, I guess.
Have you done one?
I have when I think I was 10 or 11.
Yeah.
And I think I only lasted 1 round.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard it's pretty intense. I'm actually wanting to do one. I got invited to do one here at Bonaparte.
Oh, okay.
For women when she has the
Yeah.
elder, when she has the next one. So.
Yeah, that's neat. Yeah, I did mine up further up here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you have somebody with you, or did you just
No, I had
a medicine man, or?
my uncle actually. He did a lot of that. So I was with my uncle. I drowned on my aunt.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
That's nice.
yeah, it was really.
All right. So this is for throwing.
Not exactly. It's kind of like a tool, I guess. So these 2 right here would be our lodges. These are the ones that we traveled in. We traveled in these 2 to collect any kind of wild game for children, berries, medicine trees,
And each First Nation group is different.
right? Are we just recording on audio?
So each First Nation group is different. So this is how traditionally the First Nation people here
Yeah,
live.
yeah, I guess so. So I guess I'd be talking about the Shuswap people, or the Step next, which is closest to us, the Bonaparte Aboriginals. How we lived in Shuswap was like the majority of
Okay.
So the boys and the men would use the bark clubs when they were hunting.
Yeah, I've never seen one like this before. So they actually made them with bark. I'm very free Métis, so I've only seen it
Yeah,
with
that's
the
a skin,
hide.
I guess. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So this
Is
right
it warm?
Yeah, it would be. They would have probably more layers around the entire structure. So they would, build their
Would they have to protect them from?
maybe what they're wearing.
Oh.
Yeah. So they use the bark lodge, but they also use the lean-to structure. So that middle piece there, with the canvas and the colors, that is a more modern lean-to. That's not exactly what it would look like, but they would also use a lean-to. I was also told that if it was a permanent hunting ground, that they would build a kukuli. So this right here is one of our fishing mirrors that we use, and it would actually be a lot longer. So the width of this fish is 3, and you place that in there, the fish would all kind of gather here. They too much like here.
Okay.
And then we would have a spear, so it's missing a little point up top, but we have 3-pronged spear with 2 ends one
For the fish?
Yeah, to get that out here. And usually these are made out of bone in the same kind of shape, attached to the stick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You think you could do it?
No. No, I definitely don't think I can. So this is the women and the girls when they're out gathering. There is a more, I guess, modern root digger right beside.
Root digger?
Yeah, so we collected a lot of roots from various plants, like lilies. And it wouldn't be like blacksmith. So it would be wood, but it looked exactly like that, and that's how we gathered as well with the
Herbs and berries and stuff?
Yeah. Well, the roots mainly of different plants. One, I know lilies for sure. Yeah.
And it's made out of
Cattail.
yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I was reading a book on like edible medicines and I saw cattail and I was like, who would use that? And then there you go.
Yeah, I guess the root of that too, we would take out, or the stalk part, the bottom part, we would take out, dry it, and then pound it into kind of like a fine powder, and it was used like flour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
So this right here is our drying rack. So when we were out gathering in those two lodges, we always came back to preserve a lot of our meat, or berries, or vegetables, or medicine. So everything was wind dried. So it depended on how windy it was and how long it would take to include. And it was covered with the cattail as well, in hair structure. So that is what it's like. Here's one of our teas. So we call it swamp tea.
What's it good for? Taste?
Yeah, I guess. We still drink it. I haven't really heard anything on like the medicinal part.
Yeah.
I know this top part of the fire leaf here is good for bronchitis and stomach problems.
Yeah. I'm wanting to learn about that. I just haven't found anybody to teach me. But when you get the book, that it's actually here in Hack Creek, you can get it. Thank you for that.
Yeah. We don't have it here, so we can make it in there. My grandpa had it. Yeah, he's on Boone Park.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So do you think you could?
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the process of how we would have gotten like the buckskin material for moccasins or pants or dresses. So what we really wanted and used was the skin of the animal. Unless you wanted like blankets or like, I guess, coats with the fur. Yeah, you could. So you wanted to keep the hair on for that, but otherwise always off.
Oh, this is the Kukuli.
Yeah, the Kukuli or
It's beautiful.
yeah,
I feel like you could live here though.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is very neat. Or pit house. This is not a word. So the main entrance there would be for the girls and the women, the elders. This right here was for the boys and the men. So this is a ladder, and they would hold on underneath here and just climb quickly up and out.
Why did the men and women have separate entrances?
So this one was, I guess, for the boys and the men. They kind of wanted to show off their strength.
Oh.
And if there was any kind of, I guess, danger, anything, any wildlife in the village, they could quickly run up there and kind of shoo them away.
Yeah. Aww.
So
Boys.
there was circle, octagon, and rectangle kukulis, all kind of, I guess, varied on the tribe and how they wanted to build theirs. And we would sleep up here, so a lot of boughs were placed, a lot of mats and fur to keep everyone warm.
It would be. I think it would be way warmer in here than like the roadhouse.
Yeah,
I think.
I think so too.
You get the fire and you have everything.
Yeah.
And the
And there,
barbecue.
there was about 30 to 35, sometimes more, inside of each kukuli. So the body heat is.
And the fur.
Yeah.
Okay. Beaver.
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 Yes.
What's that one?
Is marmot. Martin? Marmot.
Oh wow, I didn't know that beaver
Was really soft.
soft.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I kind of always imagine them to be kind of like a kind of porcupine, but
Yeah.
like a hedgehog fur.
I think our softest would be the rabbit over
Okay.
there. Yeah,
Like
so
a
everything
rabbit.
was tied together, I guess, with the skin of the animal. So what's hanging down from the logs is the skin. So you would soak that in water. Yeah, and then wrap them around the posts, and it would kind of dry and harden into place.
This was for
Like nails, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to kind of tie everything together.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. We have been taking a tour of the historic Cat Creek. Come down here to Cache Creek and see what this magnificent historic place is all about for yourself. It's truly an interesting and fascinating place to see everything so preserved so well. We'll be taking you along with more stories about the area, and we hope that you enjoy it. Please like and share.
Kicking off the new year was the Ashcroft Cache Creek First Responders Hockey Comedy Game, where the firefighters and the RCMP battled it out on the ice. A memorable event for everyone.
Hope you watched the great videos. You've read all the messages, and it's here. It's game on for Guns versus Hoses. Now, 100% of the funds raised here tonight are going to be going to a great cause, and that is to purchase combination smoke and carbon monoxide detectors, which will be distributed free to homeowners in Ashcroft and Cache Creek who can't necessarily afford them. The detectors can be installed by the homeowner, or the firefighters can install them for no charge. I think that's absolutely great. Our firefighters really do go above and beyond to keep all of us safe. And tickets for the second 50-50 draw are now on sale.
what's happening at those times.
With that dive, but I think we're just gonna help him on the off the ice just to be sure there's nothing serious here. Well, I said help him off the ice, they're taking him off.
I'm pretty sure.
Great job, guys! Proceeds will be used for the purchase of a smoke carbon monoxide detectors for low-income households within the Ashcroft and Cache Creek area. That's been our show. Be sure to join us next time as we explore everything that our great communities have to offer. I'm your host, Dana Foster, and thank you so much for watching Exploring Blue Sky Country on the Hub Online Network.